Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is where you are. Hi. I thought I would come and make this video today and talk to you guys about leaving your ratchet friends and ratchet past in the past and moving forward. Because a lot of ladies have been asking me the same type of question. Why, and I've done this video, something similar to it many, many times. Hi, y'all. So, y'all got to leave y'all ratchet people in the past. Y'all have to move forward and get some new friends or something. Okay. Because if you don't, they're going to pull you right back in. And you're not even going to realize you ratchet just by association. You ratchet. Okay. You can sit right next to a ratchet person, but when a person walks into wherever y'all are at, she ratchet, therefore you ratchet. You understand? It don't matter how much you've leveled up. They expect you to not be hanging around ratchet people if you are truly leveled up. So she ratchet, you ratchet. You just look better, but you still ratchet. You see? So you can't hang around them anymore, not in public anyway. Uh-uh. Um, I'm just giving y'all the truth. And the reason why you should change everything. If you don't want to be associated with that lifestyle anymore, you need to change. Hey, Mickey. Hey, girl. Hey, Michaela. You shouldn't give a damn if your bank account is right. And you shouldn't give a damn if your bank account is right. What? Right. Oh, is right. Yeah. Yeah. For me, you got to dump a friend. Exactly. Um, for me, there's levels, you don't, there are levels to life and not everybody's going to reach that level. So in order to reach that level, you're going to have to leave some people behind and be an example. You're not really leaving them behind. It's their choice. Be an example. You're not leaving anybody behind. You are becoming an example of potential. And if you lead by example and they learn from you, then their life gets better from being around you. You see, so you're actually helping them if they follow your example. If they don't follow your example, then they're fine where they're at, they're happy. But by you staying on that level stops you from reaching your full and highest potential. You see, so you have to move. You got to go. You can't stay. You got to go. Um, I'm leveling up because I deserve it. My kids deserve it. Thank you. Well, good for you. Your friend is so ghetto and embarrassing. I can't do it anymore. She's the loud, miserable baby mama. You know, oh, it's starting to rain. Then be her friend over the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's all you could do. Because think about this. If you were gonna get a promotion, or if you were gonna be in the limelight, or if you were gonna become famous, you can't associate yourself with certain people anymore. That's going to be part of your contract. That's going to be part of your deal. You cannot be seen and associated with this type of da 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 da. Da. And in order for you to make it to this next level, you got to dump these old ratchet friends. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Shira, for your wisdom. Thank you for the donation. So even in business, even if you're running for politics, even if you are trying to work at a high, prestigious place, you got to dump all them people. Why? Because they're going to keep you from reaching your full potential. And, you know, um, it sounds evil, it sounds mean, but it's just the truth. You know, that's why, if you get in trouble, hey, Mickey, hey, yeah, that's why if you could really go in on this, but I'll let you have this one. I know you can. So, if you're a criminal, let's say you're a criminal, you're on probation, you're not supposed to be hanging around other criminals. You're not supposed to be hanging around other ratchets. If you're trying to get out of ratchetness, you're not supposed to be hanging around other ratchets. Why? Because you're going to fall back into that behavior. So it's very important to understand this, mentally before you start. If you're gonna decide to level up and you have some ratchet friends, you can't hang around them anymore. You're going to have to slowly let them go or see them in private or online because you can't do both. Okay. Um, Pygmisha, right. So you stopped going out with them, and then I went out to eat with them, and they started complaining about their food being nasty after they ate and cleaned their plate. um, you see, it's embarrassing. So why would you continue? You know, I wouldn't have even agreed to go. I've been like, I'll meet y'all there. And oops, I forgot I fell asleep. Oh, something else came up. I can't make it. I would not allow people to associate me with people that I don't want to be associated with because I'm not going to be around them. You know, I will sit across the room. I will get my own table. Um, treat your ratchet friends like side chicks only in private, right? Exactly. So, sure, what if they are ratchet but have money and access? If they're ratchet and have money and you're not ratchet, you should have money, more money. You see what I'm saying? And access to what? More ratchetness? Where they got access to? The hole in the wall? I don't know. Um, what do they have? Do they have access to uh, free, expensive champagne? Do they have access to money, lots of money that will be in your bank account? They have access to meeting a millionaire that's going to pay all your bills, or they don't have to be a billionaire. Somebody that's gonna pay all your bills. Do they have access to that? So that's the question. I left Ratchet alone and have a date with a psychologist on Wednesday night. Wonderful, Erica. No more ratchetness. You said they do my hair. Um, the hole in the wall. See, my friend is a Dusty and date Dusties, but we have been friends since middle school. How do I help her level up? Lead by example. You don't help anybody. You lead by example. When they come and ask you for help, then you help them. If you're not a good example, they're not going to want you to help them. So you must become a good example, which means distancing yourself away from them and becoming what you're supposed to be so that you can be a good example. You got to quit the YouTube thing because, right. Are y'all talking to each other? Okay. So, yeah, they're not, and you can't teach somebody that you've known that long. You know what I'm saying? There's an old saying, you can't be a physician in the town that you were born in. People ain't going to take you seriously. Thank you, Miss Sean. Just sending a little something your way. Thank you, girl. If anything, send them my video, Michaela video, somebody video. Okay, because if it's coming out of somebody else's mouth, they'll take it more seriously. Okay, it's too close to home for you. But be an example of the results that were gotten through this information, and then they'll most likely follow it. What if you're in the club with TV actors? Should I be drinking or shouldn't I be in the club in the first place? I'm 18. Girl, do what you got to do. You 18. You're supposed to be doing everything. um, yeah, only lead by example. You send my videos daily. Thank you. There will be resentment for sure. She doesn't get it. Well, then she's not going to be leveling up. So make plans to move on without her. You know, um, you have more fun when you go out alone. Exactly. See, and you can meet other people as well and make new friends. Okay, so basically, if you go out alone and there's someone else out alone, if you just want to make female friends, there's going to be someone else out alone, and y'all probably have more in common than your ratchet friend. So start talking. Your mom has treated me so bad since I've leveled up. I'm sorry that she's treating you so bad, but your life's going to improve, and it's not up to her anymore if you're a grown woman. So just keep it moving, just that's all you could do. I mean, you can still love your mom, but you don't have to listen to what she's saying. Ratchets will hold you down. Um, Dusty man too. Shoot, it's not just ratchets. A dusty man will hold you down longer than a ratchet will. Sorry, y'all. I don't understand. You know, there's one thing to become dependent on a dusty man. If you can't survive without a dusty man, you dusty too. If you need a dusty man to survive, you can't call him dusty. I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that. Because I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, I want to level up and I want to do better, but I have this dusty man and I can't leave right now because he pay half the bills and ain't blah, blah, blah." I'm like, you know what? Then you dusty too. Okay. Y'all, I was doing a video before this and talking to. When you talk for hours at a time, you need some tea, some water. Okay. Thank you. Mhm. Getting into a relationship, wanting a man to be your whole life. Exactly. So, reason why, I don't, I was always a loner. I always had like one friend that was on my same level, you know. Either they didn't come along, they got left behind, or they was on the same level. But, eventually, you got to leave your past in the past. That's just it. So that includes dusties, right? Um, so if you have a dusty man and you cannot survive without him, that means you are dusty too. I can't do nothing for you. You either have to choose to do something for yourself to get out of the dustiness, and then you're fine. But you can't, the only thing I'm going to tell you is to go get a sugar daddy or a job, save up your money and get away from Dusty. So, if you are trying to figure out how to get away from a Dusty, that's it. Either get you a sugar daddy or another job and save up. Okay. Leaving a Dusty in August to just good for you, girl. Good for you. Yeah. Um, how do you level up while financially struggling? Get financially stable. You got to level up financially first. You know what I'm saying? Um, put your priorities in the correct order. Okay. You can't survive without money. Get your money first. Then worried about leveling up. Okay. Hmm. Why is it so hard for some to leave a Dusty? Because they're attached. They don't think they can do any better. They either been brainwashed. They don't know the game. I don't know. It's hard for them to leave a Dusty because they need the validation. That's true. So another thing, ratchet behavior. Ratchet behavior. If you're leveling up and you still have ratchet behavior, you need to put it in check. You can't level up to the next level or to the highest level until your ratchetness is far removed. Okay. That means being able to articulate correctly when you speak. That means having the right outfit for the right occasion. That means knowing how to eat without looking crazy, proper table manners. Um, how you present yourself in public at all times, you know, at all times. Y'all know what I'm going to go into, but I'm going to skip it today. At all times in public, how you represent yourself. Um, your speech. Are you loud and obnoxious? Can people hear you from across the room? Do you draw unwanted attention to yourself? Hey, Michaela, I got a little ratchet in me. Oh, well, I like to have fun. Well, your money is right, though. Okay, see? You already got what you need to get. But I promise you, if you were trying to, hook somebody with some money, you'd be acting way different. You're until you got the money, right? I'm not saying change who you are. I'm just saying change how you act. Okay. So in public, never have more than 4 drinks. Yeah, don't be getting drunk. Ooh, I have so many people. I got drunk. That's your fault. 3 drink minimum. Go get drunk at home, right? Um, you're 22. He's 40. He has his own business. We met online. He said if we go first date, let's do 50. Girl, you told him things and how he sounds as a man asking this. Girl, he's 40. That's the problem. You need to go 50-50. He barely making it. I have a loud voice and I had to learn to tone it down. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I don't like to yeah, being extra loud brings unwanted negative attention to you, especially if like it's an inappropriate place to be loud. Mhm. Right. What do you say when a guy asks why you don't have a lot of friends? They're always at work. They can't afford to hang out with me. Okay. They ain't got it like I got it, basically. I'm too quiet, come off as being snobbish. Um, Maybe you need to smile instead. You can be quiet and smile. Rich guys don't ask that mess. Exactly. Um, yeah, that's a whole video in itself. Like questions only broke man ask. Somebody need to do that video. Don't even go places where you can't be ratchet. Don't be in the club pretending to be bougie. If you were that bougie, you wouldn't be in there in the first place. Exactly, Michaela. Right. Mhm. So why relative don't appreciate leveled up women? Because they're afraid you're gonna outdo them. Don't you see? I don't know why y'all can't see it yet. Anybody in your family don't want you to do better than them. Why? Because it's gonna make them look bad and they're gonna have to get up and do something better. It's the same thing. So um do the best you can do and let them catch up or be mad. It doesn't matter. But don't let them hold you back. Wait till my ex asked me if I filled out the taxes after not speaking for weeks just to confirm for myself. That's dusty, right? If he worried about your little tax income check, return check, he is dusty. Okay? You yes, like, and that's another thing, y'all. I don't know. If y'all are over the age of 25, y'all need to be that shouldn't be your lifeline. Your tax return shouldn't be your lifeline. That should just be, oh, you should have at least quadruple that, if more, in your bank account or your savings account or something already. Okay, that's not something to be waiting on, you know? So get yourself financially leveled up as well. If you have a sugar daddy, you shouldn't be waiting on no taxes. Okay? Right. Because, like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something that a lot of you guys don't know, because I really feel like a lot of people don't even know that they fit into certain categories until someone else tells them how they think about certain people. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So some people will say, "Oh, you waiting on your tax check? That is so ratchet." You know, some people say that, "Oh, you order a fettuccine alfredo and moscato in a restaurant, in a five-star restaurant that has, gourmet chef, with 5 stars, and you sit here ordering fettuccine alfredo with scrimp and moscato. That's ratchet." Um, Asking for extra this and extra that and extra this and extra that at a five-star restaurant. Now, if you out eating with your friends and you don't care and you're not trying to impress and you be ratchet all you want, great, because we all have those ratchet moments. But when you're out with a man or a potential partner, or freestyling and all that kind of stuff, stay away from all of those things. Okay. Um, I'm serious. Let me get extra ranch on the side. I've talked about this so many times, but y'all stop doing that when you're on dates. Just don't even do it. Just take whatever they give you and be happy. Okay. And the sad thing is, the waiters already know who to ask if they want extra everything. They already know. But this is the sad part. They see a ratchet chick and they say, she want extra everything. And they're gonna ask you, would you like extra dressing? Would you like extra cheese? Would you like extra lemons? Would you so you don't have to ask them. They're gonna offer it to you already. And they don't offer it to this lady over here because they already know you ratchet and you're gonna ask for it anyway. So they just go ahead and offer it to you. That's how you know if you look at ratchet, they're gonna offer you extra everything. They keep asking you if you want extra this and extra that, you are coming off as ratchet. You said, "Oh my God," it's just true. Um, okay. If you go out with people that asks for extra everything, um, they're gonna think you want extra everything too. So that's what I'm saying. You can't hang around people anymore. What if you go to a restaurant with your friend who's ratchet, and then you go there to freestyle one day, and someone remembers seeing you with your friend, and then just write you off as ratchet? I ain't gonna talk to her because she hangs around ratchet people, right? And they're automatically always gonna see you as ratchet just because they saw you hanging around a ratchet person. Just like if you saw a man and he was always hanging around a dusty, wouldn't you think he was dusty? Yep, you wouldn't have anything to do with him because why? He hang around dusty people. He's probably dusty too, just better at hiding it. So you're gonna have to really put those things in the past and move to where your life is trying to take you if you let it. Yeah. Mhm. Also asking how much everything costs. Exactly. Do you have an email for business opportunities? Business opportunity. Money? Yeah, go to my about section and write me on my Etsy store, like or my Facebook. Go to my about section on YouTube. There's contact information. Mhm. How do we sign up for leveling up? I made a announcement on the community section, but if you didn't get it, just contact D Taylor Crystal Ball. It's like a crystal ball is in parentheses on Facebook, and she will help add you to the group. You can contact me if you have my information, but I have so many piled up, I probably will never get to it. That's why I need help, and that's why D is helping me. So, yeah. How soon are you guys answering back? I sent the message last to Detailer. If you sent it to Detailer, she'll get to it because there's a lot of them, but she'll get to it way faster than I would. So just be patient. hmm Um, Honestly, I think my sis goes around acting up, and we could almost be twins, which isn't good for my reputation. Girl, I had a cousin like that. I had to totally change my look. Um, yep, I would go out and someone was like, "I saw you last week at this." I'm like, "No, you didn't, because I wasn't there. I don't go on that side of town. Don't ever, that was not me. Must have been my cousin." Okay, so if you have a twin or a twin cousin, totally change your look. Thank you, Craig. Right? How you doing? Thank you for the donation. So if she got short hair, put your weave on. If she got long hair, put a short wig on. I don't know. Put some contacts in. You know, do your makeup better. Look like the version of her that won the lottery. I don't know, but just do better. You shouldn't ever be confused with a ratchet if you did the level up correctly. um, that's right. Everybody troll. What? Oh, I'm not worried about the trolls in here today. But if they saw you on Ratchet Place, they are Ratchet too. Exactly. Well, men will pull from anywhere, most likely. But if they did see you at a Ratchet Place, they Ratchet too. You're right. But I'm not. I wasn't interested in that person. They just came up to me and notified me that they knew me and they see me in a Ratchet Place, and I'm like, what? No, you didn't. What's that mean? Okay. hmm Um, I only asked the question because my ex did that all the time. Oh, okay. Top 5 questions men ask on a date. Um, what are you looking for? What do you like to do for fun? Um, what do you do for a living? The same basic questions that you need to learn how to answer. Thank you, David Johnson. Sure, isn't it ratchet if they ask, take taste out of your drink and ask to take a bite of your food? Oh, the woman. For me, if the man doesn't offer you to taste it, then it is ratchet to ask. I would never ask unless it was my husband and I've been together with him forever. But I would never ask on a date to taste the food off your plate or drink out of your drink. I would never ask that on a date of someone I'm dating. I would just order it if I wanted it and order something else as well. If he offered for me to taste it, I would say, sure. Or tell him to put it on this little side bread plate, whatever. I don't know. Depends on who he is and what he look like and if he look like he got diseases. And if I don't want to eat it, I'll just pretend like I'm gonna eat it and never eat it. But I'm not gonna do that. Um, would you show your feet on the first date? If it was a foot fetish dude, if he paid me enough money, I sure would. It's just a foot to me. Shoot. I let him massage it for like 500 to 1,000. Georgina. How old are you, Georgina? Because that perfume, I mean, I think it's okay, like in the spring or summer, but it's a little bit young. And he's worried about men getting taken advantage of that doesn't even know. Right. I always say, it I don't wanna be snobbish with perfume, but I wouldn't wear that on a first date of somebody that, you know, I'm trying to impress. Shira, did you see the video with Ash C and nope, I don't know who that is, but I'm sorry. They only are around you because you're wearing a mask. What? I give you 500 to see your feet. Okay, put it in the donation. Show you my foot. 500. Don't right, don't smell broke. Exactly. My 50-year-olds. Okay, here's my thing. If you can pick it up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, if it's a perfume you can buy at TJ Maxx or Marshalls, save it for daytime running errands. Don't spray that stuff for no date. Okay, there you go. That's my rule. If you see it on sale at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, save it for the daytime or non-dates. Okay. It's when freestyling is the best to sit near the man you would like to approach you or to sit far away. Depends. I mean, he needs to be able to see you and want to talk to you, but he also needs to be close enough to where, it's not awkward. So maybe like one or two chairs down. um, every woman has different taste in perfume. So my thing is just go with what is sensual and will draw in the senses. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to smell like everybody else he's been on a date with. You don't want to smell like the waitress. You don't want to smell like everybody else. You need to find something that stands out that is unique. Okay. If you smell like the waitress and you smell like the last date he was on, you are forgettable, basically. Okay. So stop buying those type of perfumes. Okay. If you wearing the same perfume as the waitress, then there's an issue. Sure, my boyfriend pays for dates but doesn't ever want to give me physical money. I don't think I should have to ask. He should offer. Well, first of all, can he afford to give you physical money? Okay. This is the thing. A lot of women don't consider. If he has the money, then he should be giving it. If he doesn't have the money, that's why he's not giving it. Okay. Um, you bought Crystal Noir and you get compliments. Thank you, Sheila. You're welcome. That's one of mine. Versace. That Versace. Crystal Noir. I'm almost out. I need some more. I used the whole bottle, the big one. um, hmm I know it's weird, but guys love my Celine Dion. Okay. Maybe they just like you. A lot of perfumes from okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's go back to the Ratchet. Now, a lot of people ask me to do, I don't know why, If you have a hygiene issue, you're ratchet. Okay. You shouldn't have a hygiene issue. No one should be requesting me to do hygiene videos on how to clean and wash. That means you ratchet. Okay. Get in the bathtub, get in the shower, clean everywhere, inside and out, and you'll be good. Okay. Like I tell my kids. So if someone has to remind you to take care of yourself, you're ratchet. Okay. There you go. If that's not automatic, you ratchet. Change. Someone says flaws. Um, Somebody says you're right about that. I remember one time I went out and I was sitting next to this lady, and I could smell everything. Like I could smell her dirty laundry. I could smell her armpits. I could smell her breath. I could smell her ratchet weave or wig that hadn't been washed in forever. It was like a combination of that. And so many people, and I could smell her pets, whatever she had. But a lot of people don't realize that they stink because they're so used to the funk of 40,000 years. They live with that funk every day, but they don't see how they smell. And then when you come out into a place where it don't smell like your house or whatever, people smell you. So before you put on an outfit, make sure it's been washed. Before you put on a weave or a wig, make sure it smells good and clean, not just okay, or don't spray no perfume on it and hope that it covers it up. Wash it, get a new one. Don't go out. Okay. If you ran out of deodorant, stop by the dollar store on the way to wherever you going and get some. Don't just hope no one smells you or you don't sweat. Um, okay. He said, "Oh dear." I mean, that's the problems a lot of people have because they're just lazy and don't care about themselves. Mhm. You know, it is sad that I have to say that, but I do. I realize that I do now. I thought that was just automatically given. Okay, so don't do that. If you smoke, somebody's smoking around you, your weave and your wig stink. Wash it. Okay, you can't cover it up. You can't spray Febreze on it. Your hair stink if you got real hair. If you are around people that smoke, you stink to people that don't smoke. Okay, if you drink alcohol, your breath stink. Um, to people if you've been drinking a lot of alcohol. Um, okay, here we go. You would love to attend a women's retreat with this info. This info is online. You can watch it anywhere at any time. Another thing, if you're going to women need to just focus on themselves within, okay? You don't need to be around other people to tell you that you need to take care of yourself. Okay? I'm telling you online right here, take care of yourself. Um if you want to meet like-minded people, go to the areas that have money. Go to the areas where the women aren't ratchet. Go to the areas where people are leveled up, you know. Um we live in the age of technology now, you know. We don't have to meet up. What am I do? Like I'm a I'm a recluse. I'm a recluse. I hang out with my kids, my husband, and maybe one or two other people, but that's it. I don't like the energy off most people, and and nothing personal. It's just that's how I am. It would, yes. I don't even go to the grocery store hardly anymore. I just order groceries. They have to deliver them. Barely go to the grocery store. Thank you, Liblis is me. No cigarette or weed scent, ladies. Thank you, girl, for the donation. So, if I made okay, if I did a conference, y'all gonna be sitting down at the conference, and then a screen is gonna pop on, and I'm gonna be right there on the screen. How you doing? Um, you gonna be mad too. Um, y'all know I would do it too. Just y'all would be laughing and mad at the same time. But that's what something I would do. Anyway, I can't even believe you're here. Gangster. Hey. Yeah, but y'all know me. Keep mints in your purse. That's a good thing. Okay, so um if family members are ratchet and maybe you've done everything with this person and now it's time to either leave them behind or for them to level up and rise to your level, thank you beyond black and white elite. Love your work. We don't have to agree with everything to support. That's true. Thank you, girl. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I don't ever want everybody to agree with me because then I would be them and they would be me. So it's good to have our differences. That's what makes us unique. So thank you. Um, I would help them understand why I was hanging out with them a lot less, but I would have to say it in a nice way. Like, this is how you could explain it nicely. Well, how I've been, looking better and taking care of myself and trying to look my best when I leave the house and acting more ladylike and feminine. Well, you know what? I feel like you should do the same. We can do this together. Um, our lives can improve. Give them all the benefits. And then if they still say no, or they don't want to be a part of it, or they keep, regressing, just tell them like, okay, maybe we can hang out at your house tomorrow night. Try to keep things indoors at home and don't go out with them anymore. And they'll understand what it is. And either A, if they want to level up to hang out with you again, they will. B, they'll just accept you hanging out with them at home for a few hours and then you go and do your thing. So just keep it honest because that's the best thing you can do. And they'll understand. I end up buying more than one thing. What? You're a recluse too? That makes dating annoying for me. Well, I wasn't always a recluse. Okay. I was out every night, girl, when I was young. I became a recluse when I didn't have to be out there anymore. You see, that's the difference. Mhm. So I can become a recluse because I already have everything I need. So I don't need to go back out there unless I want to. So but I was out every night. So I could become a recluse. You see how it works? Um, it's a numbers game. I went out every night. Eventually, I was gonna strike gold. Eventually. Um, Is colored wig ratchet? Of course. Any Kool-Aid color, any color of the rainbow on your head is ratchet. If it can't grow out of your head naturally, it's ratchet. So like red, green, blue, yellow, that's ratchet. Y'all know that's ratchet. Y'all messing with me. Um, no one looks at Nicki and says she's wearing colored wigs aren't ratchet. Huh? Right, right. You did. I gotta go in a few minutes, y'all. Mm, is it okay to go alone on tour if you don't have leveled up friends? Go on tour. I go out alone when I went out alone when I was single all the time. It's fine. Um, right. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like people keep saying, well, Nicki Minaj wears these color wigs and Cardi B and da da da, but you're not a performer. You're not famous. You know, they can get away with wearing that stuff because they have money already, you know? If you were already rich and weren't looking to meet somebody, then wear your ratchet wigs. You know? Express yourself however you want. You have money. It doesn't matter. You know, if you're not looking for, a man or whatever, do what you gotta do. Um, one and only what? Unless you want to attract a dusty, right? So I know a lot of people don't understand how people view them. So here's the best way to tell. Here's the best way to understand how people view you. Go to a five-star restaurant. If you feel awkward, like you don't fit in, if you feel embarrassed, if you feel like people are staring at you, if you feel like all this kind of stuff because you don't know how to properly pick up a fork or sip out of a wine glass, if you feel all of that, then that means you need to learn, etiquette. And there are etiquette books and videos in the groups and on YouTube. You know, if you have trouble with that, go look up how to um, make sure that your table manners are on point. Look up table etiquette. Look up how to speak to a waiter. They have etiquette classes and videos all over YouTube. You know, even if you don't have time to do that, at least read a blog or an article about it, something. Um, mhm, right. Yeah, yeah. You're a male. Oh yeah, I know you're a man. You must be talking to somebody else. Um, every time I go out alone, I meet a guy. Me too. When I used to go out every time, girl, every time. Can you do a level up video for mothers? I'm a mother. It's the same, except you don't have kids running around. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why people put the whole mother thing in there. You know, it don't matter. You're not supposed to tell them you got kids anyway, unless they're trying to be their stepdaddy. So it's the exact same, except you don't have kids running around behind you. It's the exact same because you're going to do the same thing as another person, except you're going to have to call a babysitter or not call a babysitter. You know, hmm freestyle while the kids are at school. Exactly, lunch dates. Um, have an after school activity that they do for like 1 or 2 hours and go to a local nice place while you wait for them to get out and go pick them up. That's what I used to do. Like I wasn't freestyling, but when I would drop my kids off to their activity, I would go and sit at a nice place and have an appetizer or whatever, for like 1 or 2 hours, and then go pick them up. Dress for the part. You can't be in soccer mom gear. You got to be cute all the time. So always stay cute. When you drop them off, there's your opportunity. There's your free moment. Go do something. right? Um, Go to breakfast at nice places and nice parts of town on the weekend while they're still asleep, or if they're spending that over their friend's house or something. Go out then, have them sleep over people's house that you trust, and go out sometimes. You know, invite an older niece over to watch your kids and give her a few dollars. Just figure it out. You could do it. Hmm. Women are too busy working like a mule. They don't have time for themselves. Well, they need to make time. If it was so dusty wanting their help, they would make time. Hmm. Right? Drop them off at grandma's. Yeah. Okay. And for single mothers, if you don't have a trusted babysitter, do not put dating as a priority before your kids. Okay. Don't be a ratchet mother. Okay. Just want to emphasize that. Don't be a ratchet mother. Make sure your kids are well taken care of, fed, happy, and you have time for yourself. Thank you. How do you answer why haven't you ever been married? I think most people ask that when you're an older woman. Just lie. Just lie. Just say, "Oh, I'm widowed," or um, "We divorced." Just lie. It's better than never being married at a certain age, because then that means there's something wrong with you, or you're too picky, or something. Just lie. Or I would rather he died. Yeah. Make it sound sad. Just lie. He's not gonna go check it out. Army widow, right? Never leave your kids with your boyfriend. Well, if you freestyle and you live with a man and you have kids that's not his kids, that's ratchet in itself. So, yeah. Hmm. I always say I was engaged and something happened. Good. Tell him what makes you think I wasn't married, because you probably told him and talked too damn much. Erica, that's right. Obviously, she told him she wouldn't marry him ever. She done told too much. um, I told y'all about those job interview dates. Y'all need to keep changing the subject on those people and distracting them. Just like y'all need to be like the media when it comes to dating. When they keep asking dumb questions, start the distractions. Change the subject. Be a pop-up ad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should learn by now. Diversion. Show some cleavage. You were reading an article, now you see somebody in a bikini, now you clicking on this. Why? Because this is more interesting than this boring thing right here. As a man, if you were a man. So keep changing the subject. Move around. Use your body language. Stop doing those interview type dates. That's why y'all can't get anywhere. Y'all are just on job interviews that you don't qualify for. But if you could distract someone and make them stop interviewing you and let them see, how it can interact with them on a different type of level, they'll be more interested in that. Okay, y'all are too busy. Blah, 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 blah. All he's doing is making a checklist in his mind why he's not going to call you back. That's all he's doing. Or how easily fooled you are, and how he can sleep with you if he uses these things against you. That's all he's doing in his mind. For me, interview dates are silly. Just change the subject. Go somewhere with live music. Go somewhere where you don't have to sit down and talk for 20 minutes. Go somewhere where there's a live band or some type of interaction. If you go to dinner, focus on how good the food is, and um, things like that. Live in the moment. Don't ask 50 questions. You know, ask them about their day. Ask super general questions. Oh, how was your day? Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, then keep changing the subject. Never do the interview date. Ever. If I see somebody's trying to interview me, I'm changing the subject. Right. I ask him about him always brings it back to me. Yeah, change the subject. It's hot in here. Is it hot to you? Whew. Get all up in their face, move around, let them smell your perfume. Change the subject. I was just thinking of this funny thing I saw yesterday. Oh my God, it was so hilarious. Da, da, da. Oh, this is really good. Da, 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 da. Keep changing the subject. Whatever you got to do, get his attention off of the dumb question and change the subject. Mhm. Right. Right. So just start using it. What do you think about dating a coworker? Nope. Unless he's my boss and he owns the company, I ain't dating nobody that makes the same or less than me in salary. I am sorry. It's a waste of my time. And if I can't get his whole paycheck, I don't want to date him. Okay. Then if you don't get along, if you cheat, you got to see him every day at work. That's just stupid. Right. Uh-uh. You left the company after you met your husband at work. See, you can't work there forever. Somebody gonna have to leave if it's gonna be successful. Hmm. So what should be goals in the date on the first date, if not to get him hooked and to ask you out on the second date, to blow his mind, to make him think that you're the one or special or something. You're supposed to be different from all other interviews he's done. Something different, exciting. You should have been the most exciting thing that happened to him all week. Mhm. Right. Should single abstinent moms only date one guy, put all her eggs in one? If they dumb, yeah. Just because you're dating someone doesn't mean you're sleeping with them. If they're not benefiting your life, if they're not handing you money, if they're not taking you places you've never been, if they're not doing things for you, then you don't need to be dating them. They're not trying to impress you. You don't need to be dating them, you know, because you're wasting your time. The relationship is going nowhere. You're abstinent. He ain't got nothing to offer you. Y'all, what are y'all gonna do? He wants sex. You want money, but neither of y'all are gonna be able to give that up. So it's a waste of time. Right. I would never ever tell anyone I'm abstinent or celibate. That's a automatic turn off. No one wants to hear that. Nobody. Okay. It's not cute. It's a major turn off. Don't ever tell somebody that. Anyway, I gotta go. Voice is getting a little cracky. If you tell somebody that, they're gonna automatically dismiss you. Anyway, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.